So Tony Ferguson, El Kukui, one of the OGs of the sport, has finally been released from the UFC. And I say this fully as a Tony Ferguson fan, a guy that was inspired by his career to go actually try some things in life. To be honest, that guy's career actually has changed my life in a lot of ways. As a lot of his other fans, he's just had that go for it, don't care what anyone else thinks mentality and never let him tell you you can't do it. Because even before the losing streak, he was a guy that was treated very unfairly by the UFC. They let him stay for a while until he surpassed BJ Penn's record, for consecutive losses. And now he's off to the GFL, where he's probably going to be facing Kevin Lee. And whether Kevin Lee wins or not, that first fight in the UFC at UFC 216 between those two is not going to be tainted because obviously Tony Ferguson is just not the fighter he used to be ever since Justin Gaethje got a hold of him. But I do want to ask all you Tony Ferguson fans a question. If Tony Ferguson kept the interim championship and faced down with Conor McGregor, Prime Tony versus Prime Conor, who do you think would win? Me personally, if it was the first round, I think Conor would have won if he got a clean shot. But if Tony took him down or if Tony went to the second round and took those power shots and used some elbows, I think we would have probably been seeing him actually become the UFC champion against one of the most marketable fighters that ever hit the scene. But whatever Tony Ferguson does next, I'll be there supporting him because that guy did serve the fans at every turn.